Our next guest, for those that don't know, has been a friend of mine for quite some time now, but he's going to be new to you. From Roswell, Georgia, Richie Leone, punter with the Baltimore Ravens, BC Lions, Pittsburgh Steelers, BC Lions again, Arizona Cardinals, and now the Ottawa Red Blacks. CFL All-Star multiple times, on 3 occasions, as a matter of fact. And he joins us now. Oh, I thought he was on the phone. Look at that. We get to actually look at him today. How you doing, Richie?
Hey, can you hear me?
Absolutely, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I realize you probably had to go pretty deep into the Rolodex to stumble upon having me on there. But nonetheless, I've enjoyed listening to the show. I'm glad to be on.
Punters are people, too, even if they can't afford haircuts. What's going on with the coif?
Well, yeah, the barbershop actually opened up today here. I've been training in Birmingham, Alabama the last 2 off seasons. So just right down the road from Roswell. Things are starting to open back up, but I might leave the flow. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback, mainly from family members and people who are probably lying to me. So we'll see what happens.
Richie, honestly, it looks great. I just almost didn't recognize you. So please tell me, through 60 days, not that you didn't look good before, through 60 days, how's life as a pro football player right now?
Yeah, it's interesting. We spend a lot of time on the internet looking at different things, and people have so many different takes on what's going to happen. But at the end of the day, when you spend those hours training, whether it be lifting weights or getting some work in on the field, all that kind of goes away, and you get to focus on stuff that you love to do. Then you're snapped back to reality. So it's interesting, and obviously things are starting to play out. The timeline's getting shorter in for our game. So there's a lot up in the air, but we'll see.
Yeah, is it a scary time for you guys? You're sitting there in the States. When you got the message from your president, Solomon Elimimian, saying get to Canada, obviously you weren't in position to get to Canada at that time, but what's the latest talk from the CFLPA? What do you know? Or are you just still literally just sitting there in a holding pattern waiting to hear when you can come to Canada?
I'm pretty optimistic, but I understand that it's logistically very difficult, when teams are comprised of a lot of international players. I actually did have the thought to try to get up to Ottawa while I still could, and I didn't. But that's the past. And obviously the commissioner sat before the committee and had his meeting, and there's a lot of interesting things that went on there. But after that, I saw fellow specialist Ryan King have an interview, and he kind of cleaned up some of the things that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So it sounds like things are going the right direction, and I can only hope for the best right now.
That's exactly it. Hey, by the way, I got to tell our viewers that we should have told them off the start. We've got brand new broadcast gear, by the way. Are you having some issues with the hearing in your earbuds, Richie, or are you good?
I'm good. Can you hear me all right?
No, you're fine. It's just some of our viewers are saying there's an echo and it's only coming through one earbud, not both. That's called stereo, folks, just so you know. We should have told people that we're auditioning the TriCaster.
Dolby Digital Surround.
Basically, it's like if you're an airline pilot, Richie, and you flew a plane yesterday and came in today and it's a whole new board in front of you is kind of what's going on for our technical guys today. But you sound great. What are you looking at over there? Are you good? Are you safe?
Am I safe?
Well, you just looked like you were being attacked by something over there.
Oh no, I'm good. I got quite the view. I got some trees out in front of me. There's some wildlife. We have cats that run around this whole kind of apartment complex. No, I'm great. Don't worry about me.
How would you compare that to your apartment in Tempe, Arizona?
Oh, it was it's apples and oranges. You got the best of both worlds. I certainly don't miss a summer out there. But when we linked up, that was February or so, when the Riders took over the Gila River Casino. What was it? The arena, whatever. Yeah, that was a good time.
That's hilarious. It was the Gila River Casino Arena, I believe. It doesn't matter now. I don't even know it's got the same name. But the thing was, I was hosting the Riderville party, and Richie was dating a friend of mine, and I got a message to Richie. We hadn't met yet, and I said, hey, can you get Richie Leone on my show? And she's like, well, it's for Rider fans, and he thinks Rider fans hate him. And I'm like, no. This is off season. It's not game day. Just come on down, and we'll interview you. And it actually went great, right?
It was a lot of fun. And Jorgen was down there too, who's a good buddy of mine. So it was really cool. I didn't know that you guys did that, and it's pretty special.
It has been fantastic, yeah. So, KK, did I hear that right? So you're still currently a CFL free agent right now. So are you're in, what's your contract status?
I re-signed with Ottawa in February.
Okay. Good. There was a flurry of activity, obviously, at free agency season right there, so it somewhat got past me. So of all the stops that you've made, you really seem to be at home in Ottawa. It looks that way when I watch on television. And your relationship with Lewis Ward, could you talk about playing for the Red Blacks?
Yeah, I've had fortunate enough to have 2 seasons there so far in the nation's capital, and some good times. A lot more good times I'm looking forward to. But yeah, you know me, I love the CFL. It means a lot to me. It's given me an opportunity, and I've really enjoyed traveling to places like Regina and playing in hostile crowds like that. And I've spent more time in Canada post college graduation than anywhere else. So this game means a lot to me. So that's why this time is so interesting. And I've had kind of have my own thoughts as well as other guys do about what's going on and stuff. But yeah, we've had 2 years, and I really enjoyed playing for Coach Bob Dice, Rick, and now Coach Loppolice. I'm looking forward to and hoping to get out on the field as soon as we can.
Well, Richie, you are what people would call a must-follow on Twitter because you're not afraid to let your thoughts known. So over the last couple of weeks in the CFL, how do you feel about how things are playing out? For instance, some of our viewers are writing in saying, hey, it's interesting that Richie feels things are moving in the right direction. That's from viewer Nelson. What makes you say that?
Yeah, I guess I just have a little bit of internet troll in me. I'm going to put my thoughts out there. The internet's interesting. It connects us, and whether it be us with fans or fellow people who work in the industry, I'm just hopeful. It's a really, really important and fragile time where we don't know what's going to be the future. But I know sports has a great way of uniting people and bringing people together, and through great trial brings great opportunity. There's a great opportunity for the CFL if we can figure out a way to get on the field. I don't know if that's a crapshoot, but I don't know if, at the same time, if I'm naive to think that we're going to be playing football. I don't really know, but all I know is I'm a football guy, and I really want to be playing football.
Well, it doesn't hurt to be positive. It doesn't cost anything to be positive. And now I got to say something, too. The Punters, very interesting guys. Great interviews. They don't get enough pub, by the way. And I'm thinking just off the top of my head, John Ryan, Josh Bartell, Rob Maver and I have a real love-hate. I love it. I think he hates it. But punters are people, too, as I said. And you've been an all-star virtually every season you've been in the CFL, Richie. What's your secret up here? And what's the difference between NFL and CFL punting?
Yeah, I don't know if there's a secret. It's just hard work. I surround myself in the off season with a lot of good guys. I train with currently I'm training with a couple of NFL guys. Ty Long, who played in for the BC Lions. He's with the Chargers. So I get to surround myself with a lot of good guys in the off season, and we really push each other and compete every day. But yeah, there's a little bit of a difference, the 5-yard halo rule, and virtually every punt is returned, and obviously going inside the 20, there's no fair catches, so you try to spin it out of bounds. But yeah, I love playing in the CFL. It's given me an opportunity, and I've loved every minute of it.
Well, your coach went off, and I'm talking about Bobby Dice, because on announcers that say, what a beautiful punt that was, because it was high and it was long, and he's like, it's not a beautiful punt. It needs to be outside. So there is that difference, right? I mean, Bobby's a bit of a taskmaster when it comes to what he wants.
Oh, for sure. And I'm lucky to have him on coaching me. I don't know if he feels the same way. I know I can, get under his skin a little bit, but I tend to talk too much, I think. And but no, he gets those guys flying downfield. Great. We got a great scheme, and we got great guys that cover the ball. So it's really a lot of fun going to work every day, listening to Coach Dice in meetings, and getting out on the field with them. We got a good crew.
Did he ever tell you that he was a receivers coach first and an offensive guy, and then switched to special teams and had to totally learn it in one off season, or else lose his job? Did he ever tell you that story?
Well, the greatest coaches are special teams coaches. You look guys in the NFL, guys like John Harbaugh was a special teams guy. Andy Reid, once upon a time, was a special teams guy. Coach Dice, he's right up there with them. He's the best coach. You got to be able to relate to offensive players, defensive players, and also those kickers,
Which are from another planet. Absolutely. Well, Richie, it's funny you say whether he likes you or not. They wouldn't have re-signed you, obviously, if they didn't. So I appreciate you catching up with me today, and I appreciate you following what I do, and I support what you do. It's awesome. And here's hoping we see you on a field soon.
Absolutely. All the best, guys.
Thanks, Richie. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Richie Leone joining us from Georgia today. Sounds like he's right in his hometown, Roswell, Georgia. And the viewers are saying, what is Richie's handle on Twitter? It's actually not that hard to find. I believe it's at Richie Leone. But I do need 15. At Richie Leone 15, Clark just told me. This is the one thing that people need to realize. When they come on the air, some get rattled and concerned. And I guess because I've been doing it for so long, I've never really been rattled and concerned when it comes to this.
Right.
Do you know, like when I was at the farm on Sunday, I was rattled.
Right.
I was afraid I was going to get trampled by these horses. That's not my thing. This is.
You're at home.
I'm at home behind the mic. This is the only time I feel comfortable, actually. But I can get, so that was funny in Glendale, Arizona. Richie's like, I don't want to come on your show. There's all Rider fans. They hate me. And I'm like, I don't know what you think Rider fans are all about. They're football fans. And then he showed up and it was amazing. And we've been friends ever since.
Well, same thing with Nick Lewis coming on the show.
Right.
And guys just take it so seriously. And have you ever noticed?
Which is good.
It's great because they're all into it. But when you get in the room and you start talking, you realize, this isn't so bad.
Right.
This isn't what I cooked up in my head. This is awesome. It's all a show. It's all entertainment. It's fun. And even when you're on the wrong side of it, when you come together, yeah, it's fun. So, yeah, I get it. But you don't see it when you're on that side. All you see is these guys hate me. They have nothing nice to say about me. They're not going to want to listen to me. Why would he ever want me on the show? And then you get in there and you're like, wait a second. What have I been missing?
This is going very easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.